Not funny, buttholes. Hey, make sure you do your laundry today too. Finish your laundry. Oh my lord. I'm going live. Why is this not working? Going live. All right. Well, I figured I'd jump on a live. Landon. Figured I'd jump on a live real quick before I go work out. Just feel like, I keep talking about mindset and, balance, mindset for balance, right? And I was reading Romans 12, and it says, do not be conformed to the patterns of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, right? So achieving balance is important, but starting with a positive faith-based mindset. This means that you're going to have to trust God's plan, right? You're going to have the faith, right? And be resilient in the face of challenges. Let me so that's really, mindset, I think, is what I'm going to be talking about today most of the time, because, earlier it was, and I think maybe that's what, I'm called to do is to help people, because somebody needs to hear this, right? I spent many years in a negative mindset. I spent many years basically paving my own path to hell. And it wasn't until I really realized that, nobody can make you feel the way that you do besides yourself. And that's always stuck with me. But honestly, it's always just, upset me. You know what I mean? Because I want to be upset at somebody else for what they've done. Or when they say something to me that I don't like, then I want to be able to say something back. But adopting, a growth mindset, it allows us to see those obstacles as opportunities, right? It's going to help us stay focused on our goals and maintain our spiritual, emotional, and physical well-being, because at the end of the day, nobody can make you feel the way that you do besides yourself, because if you allow that to happen, now you have given them power. And energy flows where energy goes. So if you are allowing people to you're allowing people to change your attitude, change your mindset, and become emotional, well, you're giving them power. And you have all power and authority and dominion over this earth, right? And in your being. And so my goal is to just, make sure that, running a business can be demanding, right? And it's essential for us to have faith and good practices with our mindset, right? And maintain that balance. Hey, I'm live, guys. Seriously. How about you come over here and talk about mindset then? Exactly. That's what I'm trying to work with you on. No, my kids are cleaning. But yeah, it's essential to have, that mindset, entrepreneurial mindset. Running a business can be demanding, but it's also essential to integrate faith and good practices of mindset. Right? Put sticky notes up. Make sure you write things on your whiteboard or have screensavers, whatever the case may be, so that way you can start to see these words of affirmation, or you can use I am statements. I am, um, I am, guys, I am, prosperous. I am smart. I am healthy. I am. All those different I am statements, because now you're reaffirming those words. You're bringing those words into existence, right? And the Bible says that words have power. So if you're going to say that you are negative, you aren't prosperous, right? You are poor, you are dumb, whatever the case may be, whatever limiting beliefs you're putting on yourself, then that's what's going to be in existence, right? And the Bible talks about words, have the power of life and death. So the Bible is telling us that our words have very powerful effects on our reality, and it's important for us to realize that. How we speak to our kids, how we speak to our spouse, how we speak to those around us are important. you know and just like Jesus says, you should be the light. How are you supposed to be the light if you're going to be saying garbage to people, right? How are you supposed to be the light if you are, speaking death on other people, right? And that's not physical death. It could just be, emotional or spiritual, whatever the case may be. By saying things that aren't out of love are going to manifest into that reality, right? Because our words have power, right? So when we're thinking about business, it's important for us to understand that, because we're not going to get anywhere in business if we can't understand that our words have power and our mindset is everything, right? And that means involving God in your business and his decisions. Like, seek guidance, go to God and say, you know what, this is where I want to go, this is what I want to do, right? And then align those purposes with him, right? And his purpose, and all things will be added unto you, right? According to the Bible. So if we can align our faith, right, be the beacons that are going to be the conduit for God, right? Because we are supposed to be emulating God on this earth. If we're able to do that, then I feel like we are able to accomplish anything, right? And the idea is to be finding ways in your business that, A, mindset, B, balance, and C, platforms that are going to help you utilize or achieve those three things, right? And in order to find balance, you have to be able to have a product, right? Have a product, have a platform that is going to solve a problem, right? What problem are you solving? And a lot of us don't have clear mindset of what our problem is, right? And the problem that we're solving. So it's important for us to narrow that down, so that way we know the problem that we're solving. We can ask those questions. How can I solve this problem for this person or this niche? And the thing is that you got to make sure that you are passionate about what you're doing as well. Again, mindset is everything. If you're not passionate about what you're doing, then it's going to show in your content. It's going to show in everything that you do. And I'm I'm passionate about cooking, and I'm passionate about sharing wealth of knowledge, according to the Bible, and trying to inspire people and uplift people. I have a heart of service, and that's where I'm going. I want to be able to help people. I coach people. I help people with their businesses. I help people with their, troubleshooting of their back end of their businesses. My kids are having fun. But yes, I like to help people, so that's what I'm trying to do, and that's where I'm geared towards. And eventually, I want to start actual mentorship where I can be not just coaching people, because coaching and mentorship are different, but I want to be able to mentor people. Hey guys, you can be off your games today. Well, then be quiet. Then be quiet. It looks like they want to not play video games today, so they're screaming. Well, I already told you I was going live, and you guys just continue to get louder and louder and louder. So, where was I at? Yeah. Finding practical strategies, means you have to, finding practical strategies are going to be essential for, setting clear goals and clear boundaries, prioritizing tasks, and delegating your responsibilities. That's going to be important for, to avoid burnout, because you're going to burn out at some point in this time. So it's important to have the mindset, right? Have the clear vision of where you want to go and what you want to do. And at the same time, you want to be able to cultivate and nurture. I've got everybody and everything I'm on the do not call list. I called my mortgage company yesterday, and we were just, I don't know, they wanted to try to like let me get money out or something. And I don't know. I was like, yeah, sure, let's figure it out. And anyway, they ran my credit, and now all of a sudden I've got a million different mortgage companies calling me since yesterday, and it's beyond ridiculous, but I like to answer them and talk to them for some reason and be like, what can you offer me? Of course, they can't offer me really anything that my mortgage company can't, because it's all about money and the redistribution of loans to different companies. And I don't know how all that works, but it's just funny how a lot of them will say that they can offer you this, or this, but at the same time, none of it even matters until you actually get the appraisal. So it's just funny talking with them and them trying to say that they'll do these things. But I already know how much money that we owe because we want to do some home projects for the house. So we were just looking for ways to leverage debt, right? But we're gonna wait and not really do that. No. If anybody has any, information or experience with that, please let me know. I want to figure out how to. I want to figure out how to, use, the equity we have to, do things like maybe our backyard or something like that. But yeah, we're talking about business. That's business right there, right? Finding ways to, use debt as leverage for your business. That's a whole other topic, but when we're talking about mindset, that's huge because that's kind of an uncharted territory for most people. And it requires, me digging in and trying to learn as much as I can about it. And that's what I love about this industry and this business is I get to learn, and when I first started in the online space, that was, gosh, what was it? About a year and a half ago, I started a t-shirt brand called Messiah Crew. There we go. Messiah Crew. And I'm not very tech savvy or experienced in technology or any of that, website building, whatever. I didn't know how to do any of that. So when I first started my t-shirt company, it was a really long haul for me. It was a lot of, endless nights. And, I'm building a t-shirt course now. And, I think that if I would have had a t-shirt course, I would have benefited a lot. I ended up finding a t-shirt course after I already started, right? And I already learned everything that, they taught me that it taught. So it was just really important, and that's when we're thinking about, business, right? And even courses, your niche, right? What can you bring to the table for others? Like what problem can you solve? Are you a chef? Can you create 100 different recipes for, a family of 5 that is cheap? You know what I mean? And it's one of those things where, I'm able to, I'm trying to create, a space to where, men can come and we can share our faith. We can share our, obstacles in life and we can grow. And that's kind of where I'm at with where I'm going. I'm trying to create a course on that, and I've got coursework for it. And more props to anybody that has created a course. It is a lot harder than it seems. And people that, like the roadmap and, oh man, what UBC, all those different courses that are legit courses that have a ton of information and there's just, value in them, more power to them because I couldn't imagine, how long it took them. But at the same time, just the process of thinking about what goes into building a course, it's huge, right? It's very time consuming and it's difficult. It's not easy. I'm creating a course, 2 courses right now, and one's for my t-shirt course, and then one is called God's Forge. It's going to be for men, how to be men of action. I wrote a book called Men of Action It was probably a good, yeah, it was a good year ago, or even before that. And then I turned it into um, an actual book, and it's on Amazon right now. I just didn't have any way of promoting it. I didn't know how to. I didn't know what I was supposed to do. I didn't know that you could really do that until you like published it. But at the same time, I was I'm very new to the online space. I guess you would say I've only been in here for about a year and a half, but everything that I'm learning is just amazing. That's all I could say. Is there's a lot that goes into making money online, and it's not saying it's easy, but yet it is easy to make money online. And I've made quite a bit of money online. You know, but you have to be able to continue to strive. There's plenty of times where I wanted to give up. It's like, man, it'd just be easier to go get a job. You know what I mean? It'd be easier to just go get a job, right? Because we're venturing into territory that's unknown, right? And we want to throw in the towel because we know the easier path. We know that going to get a job would be a lot easier, right? Because then all you have to do is just mindlessly work somewhere and get a paycheck. Building money for yourself, making money for yourself is a whole nother ball game, right? It's going to require perseverance. It's going to require a mindset. It's going to require you to keep pushing. And that's how, the 1% succeed, is because they don't quit. Whereas 99% of people are going to quit. They're gonna drop out of the race and go, I'll just go back over here and get a job and figure it out. You know, and live paycheck to paycheck or whatever the case may be. And there's nothing wrong with working. There's nothing wrong with working a 9 to 5 job. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying when you are trying to make money for yourself, it becomes it's just another obstacle that you have to get past. And it's important. Keep talking about mindset and balance. It's important to have that mindset. You have to know that it's not going to be easy, right? It's not going to be easy. And once you figure that out, your life will become a lot easier, because a lot of people come into this space and they think that, they get I guess, curious because of all the income claims and people saying they made millions of dollars and this and that. Well, yeah, you can. Now, does it take time? Does it take effort? Yeah, it does. You don't know how they got there. You don't know what it took for them to get there to that point. And that's one thing that I just really dislike about income claims is, people are desperate, to make extra money, to feed their families, to, pay a bill, whatever the case may be. And when you start putting money or, content out there that's saying, oh, you can make easy money, that's not the case, right? It's not easy, and some people have gotten lucky for sure, but it takes time. It takes effort. You have to know, like I said, you have to know your niche. You have to know the problem that you're solving, and you have to be able to solve that problem. And you have to be able to put good content out there. And it's not easy, and best thing is to find multiple streams of income that you can utilize, affiliate marketing, you know, uh, creating a t-shirt brand, doing digital marketing, creating digital products, whatever the case may be. There's plenty of ways to make money online, but if you want true financial freedom, right, that's going to come at a price. Everything has a price, right? There's sacrifice involved in everything that you do. So you can't think that, everybody's in this idea that they can just make quick money. Well, there's no such thing as making quick money. There just isn't. You look at some of the wealthiest people in the world. What did they do to get there? They worked tirelessly. America was built on tired people. America was built on, people that were at their last leg and didn't have any money. But then they kept going. And then what happened? They succeeded. They were able to, you know, somebody was able to like their product. Somebody was able to say, you know what, I'll invest in this person. And they took off, and then they continued along the same path, striving and grinding and making sure that, whatever their product was the best. So when we think about, like when we think about it, I think about, not following the worldly ways, right? And tap into God's kingdom, right? Because you're going to be able to keep going. You're going to be able to know who you are and know your identity. And you're going to say, you know what? I'm not like those everybody else that's just in it for the quick money, right? I want to be able to provide value. I want to be able to come on this scene and solve a problem and help people. When you start to have a mindset that's, other than just making quick money, of course everybody wants to make money. Of course everybody, of course I'd love to make money and give back to the kingdom, right? When you have a kingdom mindset and you're in that mindset of saying, I'm going to make money so that way I can advance the kingdom more, give the ministries, give to whatever the case may be. Well, you can see how your mindset will start to change, and you'll start to see, God in everything that you do. And when you start to have a servant mindset, it's the same aspect, right? You're looking to see how you can help people, serve people, make this world a better place. And that's what it means to, be the light, and it comes with a positive mindset. Effective business isn't achieved without a positive mindset. Because again, the Bible talks about our words having power. The Bible talks about transforming your thoughts or transforming your mind. So you have to think that mindset is going to be everything, right? I started Digital Kingdom Creations kind of like, when I first started Messiah Crew, my t-shirt company, I wanted to build a community. I want to be a beacon of, trying to find like-minded individuals that want to come together, right? And that's been my goal ever since. And now that I started Digital Kingdom Creations, that's exactly what we're doing. We're building a community of other believers who want to be able to start business online. And we're exploring different opportunities. Everybody's path is going to be different. Everybody's business ventures are going to be different. But you can find a balance, by using the wisdom of the Bible, a positive mindset, and then effective business strategies, right? And amazing tools such as redirect. So all these different aspects, when you're putting them into play, when you're putting them into practice, right, they're very important and they're vital for your success as an entrepreneur. Most people give up. Like I said, most people are going to give up, but you're the one that's not going to give up, and you're going to be the 1%. And that 1% are the ones that are going to actually make it, are going to actually start getting sales, are going to actually start getting coaching, whatever the case may be, but don't let everybody else deter you. Don't let everybody else's mindset or negativity deter you from your goals and what you want to accomplish, right? Of course, we want to make money, and the money will come. That's one thing in culinary school that they told me. They said, don't worry about the money when you're first getting into it, right? Work on being the best that you can be in whatever station you're at and work your way up. That's what it is. Life's like a game. Like, you have to figure out how you can level up each and every day. Try to be 1% better each and every day. And if you're able to do that, and you're able to not really worry about, the income, and you're not really worrying about trying to get, quick money, then you can worry about trying to get better, whether it's, have a better relationship with God, have a better relationship with your kids, have a better, knowledge in whatever niche you're in, and continue to level up, trying to be 1% better than you were yesterday. And again, that's mindset, right? It's a lot easier to sit around and just binge watch Netflix, right? It's a lot easier to do stuff like that. It's a lot easier to sit on the couch and not, go work out. It's a lot easier to do any of those things, but that's discipline. And discipline takes a mindset that is unlike anybody or unlike anything else, but how do you cultivate that mindset? How do you cultivate that discipline? Well, it's called doing it even though you don't feel like it. That's how you're going to form discipline. That's how you're going to formulate, that drive mentality, because you think that, if you look at, I read a book called Winning. It was really interesting because, not every day did these athletes want to do what they were doing, but they worked harder than everybody else. So if you can outwork everybody else as well, again, not being the one that quits, then you're going to be able to achieve greater heights than they could, because you have that grind mentality. You're going to keep going and going and going, right? And outwork everybody around you. And if you can do that, you're golden. And that's what I did in the kitchen industry. I tried to outwork everybody I could. Why? Because I wanted to be the chef. I wanted to be the guy that, knew everything about the kitchen, that knew how to run every station, right? Had the best knife skills, had, the best ideas for recipes. I wanted to be the one that ran the show. And you can't get there until you've done the job. You can't get there until you've worked all the stations and you've done everybody else's job. And once you can start multitasking and doing everybody else's job too, well, then you can become a sous chef and then you can become a chef, right? That's kind of how the hierarchy works in a kitchen, and I kind of think of that, the same out here. If you're just in any industry, like you have to be able to work your way up to positions, within the online world, right? Whatever that means. And mindset is going to be the driving force, right? And then, of course, God, you're going to have God behind you. So, really, as long as you understand your identity and you have God, then nothing can stop you, right? Only thing that can stop you is yourself and your limiting beliefs. And that's what I realized is the only thing that's ever stopping me in life is myself and my limiting beliefs that people have put on me or I've put on myself, right? Because I didn't understand my identity. And once you start to understand your identity, your life will start to change a little bit. You'll start to see things in a different lens. And then when you start seeing things in a different lens, well, your life and your mind is going to transform, right? You're going to be transforming your mind, just like Paul talks about transforming your mind, renewing your mind. And then, you let God take the reins. And when you start doing things like that, it's not about just losing control. It's about having freedom of those limiting beliefs, having freedom of those negative thoughts that you've put on yourself for all those years. And that's what and I'm saying this out of experience. You know what I mean? Like I've been there and I've done that, and I feel more free than I ever have been. Something, it's just one of those things. Once you become free and you're out of those chains, then you'll start to realize the world around you in a little bit of a different lens. You'll look at things differently. You'll have gratitude, right? I wake up every day and I'm just thankful to be alive. Every single day, I'm grateful for the sight that I see, right? The noise that I hear, the voice that I'm able to use to speak to you right now, and maybe bring some inspiration into your life. And the thing is that when you start to live an attitude of gratitude, your life is going to start to transform, and you're going to have a different outlook, right? You're going to understand your identity. You're going to understand your sonship. You're going to understand your frequency, your wavelength, whatever you want to call it, right? Because you're going to be aligned with the Creator. You're going to be aligned with God. And when you're aligned with God, that's it. That's there's nothing that can stop you. Right? So I guess I just urge everybody to understand that mindset is everything. And, it can be chaotic at times and overwhelming. And the idea is that you need to find that balance. And the only way you can find that balance in life is, using strategies, using platforms, and understanding your problem that you're solving. And by having an attitude of gratitude, you're going to be able to do exactly that. And I know I'm kind of just rambling now, but if anybody has any questions, comments, you can leave them in the comments. But I just want to jump on here and just kind of see if anybody else would jump on. I'm going live for 3 times a day for 30 days. A lot of people said that that's the most ridiculous thing in the world because of the algorithm, but what have you. I kind of like to do my own thing and try not to let everybody else's thoughts and opinions, affect me too much. Because again, everybody has the right way of doing it. Everybody thinks they have the best way. Everybody thinks that they know how to do it. But at the end of the day, what works for me might not work for you. And what worked for them isn't going to work for you. So you have to kind of cultivate your own path, I guess, in the online space, and one thing you can start doing is go into your secret place, start asking God those questions, right? Listening is going to be huge. When you start to listen, you're going to start to hear that small voice that is going to tell you the answers to your questions, right? You're going to get revelation. And when you start to get revelation, you're going to set your mind on things from above, right? And not on earthly things, right? Demolish. So you're going to be vigilant about your thoughts as well. And you're going to, reject anything that is contradictory, right? And so, contradictory to what God says you are and who you are, right? Because he has good, pleasing, and perfect will for your life. You just have to seek it. And that requires renewing of your mind. That requires renewing of your minds, your thoughts, and understanding that what the world says about you doesn't matter. And again, that's all I have for today, really. Speak gratitude out loud, right? Thank others, start gratitude journal, seek God, write down things that you're grateful for each morning. It could be as simple as the breath in your lungs, right? Speak gratitude out loud throughout the day. Speak out loud what you're thankful for, right? That's going to reinforce those positive thoughts, and thank others. We were made with a divine spark, right? Therefore, love emanates from us, I believe, and we want to be able to help others, serve others, right? And by thanking others, it's going to brighten somebody else's day, and brightening somebody else's day is going to foster a grateful heart. So I just, hey, welcome. So again, those are 3 ways that you can cultivate gratitude within your life. Write them down. 3 things you're grateful for each morning. And obviously, when you read the Bible, there's so much ancient wisdom within the Bible that speaks a lot of exactly that. You know what I mean? Finding balance, right? Mindset, taking your thoughts captive and renewing your mind. So it's a very, very, very powerful realization for me. It was a powerful realization, because I would let my mind wander. I would let my mind go into places that shouldn't be gone into, right? Because I wasn't taking dominion over my thoughts or my mind, because I was letting my mind take me captive rather than me taking my mind captive. But so again, achieving balance in life, we're going to keep getting calls. I literally have had like 15 calls since I've been on or more. And I've got 5 text messages from mortgage companies. Mortgage pros. So, what's up, buddy? What are you doing?
Nothing.
Yeah?
Totally not stealing money from you.
You're stealing money from me?
No, Saturday just got money from your room. Not your room.
Did you check in that drawer right there? Money? Because I know he brought out a bunch of money from your room. And
oh, yeah.
There was a bunch of money in there.
Was it $17? Because that's how much it was.
I have no idea.
Which drawer is it?
It's not in there. It was in that one. But let's see. I'm just going to stay on and see how long. Live redirect Q&A. Oh, I forgot to change the. I forgot to change it. But I got some. Make sure I don't have any coaching calls going on today. Well, I don't have a couple, but that's later in the day. But yeah. So if anybody needs or wants to talk about how you can make money online, let me know. I help people find their passion, and I help them monetize their passion. So whatever you're passionate about, we can monetize it. We just have to, talk about it. And let me see. But yeah, I've been coaching for about a year now, trying to share with people how to start online businesses. And if you are one that wants to start an online business, then let's talk about it. All right, let's figure out what you're passionate about. Let's figure out a way to monetize it, right? So you can start making money online, and you can do this on the side. This could be done on the side. A lot of people, a lot of women are full-time moms and they do this on the side. Now, yes, it takes work. It takes a lot of work. But people are achieving success with just a couple hours a day, 3 hours a day, 4 hours a day, whatever you have to put into it, you can, right? Obviously, the more that you put into it, the more that you'll understand, and you'll start to become better. You're going to become a skilled craft. You know what I mean? Like, the more you do anything, you're going to become better at. So that's just one aspect. But otherwise, I am in the process of building my website for Messiah Crew. Um, that has taken a lot longer than I thought, but it's good. It's, again, learning curves. Not letting something I don't know hinder me from doing it. Of course, I could probably just pay somebody to do it, but at the same time, if I'm going to be in this space, then I want to know how to do it and do it better than everybody else. So that's kind of the mentality that you need to have, is that competitive mindset. And of course, act in love. You shouldn't be a jerk and be like, I'm better than everybody, because that's not exactly the case, and how you should be living life anyway. But to better yourself, it's healthy. It's healthy to be competitive. It's healthy to try to become better than you were yesterday. It's healthy to become better than somebody else, right? To become a better skill at whatever it may be, cooking, cleaning. I mean, there's people on here that are making money cleaning their house, showing you different products, right? And you can buy already made products, digital courses that you can resell. That's what the whole MRR space is about, right? Resell, or master resell rights, is you're able to take somebody else's done for you product and sell it for 100% profit. And that's exactly what I've been doing. So it's pretty cool. Obviously I want to, be better. So I'm like, I'm going to create my own course. I'm going to create my own course, and I'm going to create my own digital products. And I've created several digital products. So if you want to learn how you can create your own digital products, by all means, let's talk about it. Website is in the banner. You can schedule a call, and we will talk about how to monetize your passions. But I work really closely with my clients, with whatever it may be. So if you buy from me, whether it's the course or you buy into the software that I sell, the software that I sell is Redirect, and that software will help you streamline and automate your business. It's technically a whole bunch of different softwares that you've already heard of, more than likely, combined into one. And the idea is that come here. What's the problem? Come here. Jaden, come here. What are you guys arguing about?
He took my shirt, my nice one. So I was supposed to take it off because I don't want it to get dirty. And then he said, "It's my shirt. I literally had this. It's not the best one." Yeah, I had this shirt. It's not your shirt, maybe. Yes, it
Landon,
is.
that's not your shirt.
It's my nice one. I'm here for my shirt.
That's not your shirt. So please stop.
This is my nice one, okay?
Don't be take it off and give it to him. If it's not yours, then you don't mess with it. It's pretty simple. It's a pretty simple concept, Landon. You're just trying to cause problems, huh?
No, it's my shirt.
How do you know it's your shirt?
Because I had a white shirt with him on it.
Him on it? You don't know who that is? That's Michael Jordan.
I forgot you don't have a Jordan shirt. You only have a Nike shirt.
Yeah, you have a Nike shirt. There's a Nike symbol, not Jordan. Got a 12-year-old and an 8-year-old. So, plus we have a 4-year-old and a 1-year-old. So life is always fast paced here. But I just wonder how long I could stay online before anybody even joins, huh? Well, I've been on for 40 minutes, so I guess I'll get off now. I don't got anything else to talk about, but I'll cut this up and chop this up with all the good stuff in it and then repost it. So if you guys need anything else, God bless. We'll see.